go.
What are you saying, bro? You didn't want the smoke.
Okay, Bismillah, welcome to another video of Hoodstig, and God bless everybody. We are going for a POV night drive on the car on some highway pulls in the night drive. What can I say from the previous video with the previous owner? I've learned so much more about the car. I've also, wow, some typo that was. A few more problems with the car that we identified. It seems that in the first, second gear the car pulled throughout the rev range, but when it comes to the third and fourth, fifth gear, the clutch starts to slip. So we'll be explaining that when we get the car onto the road. But at the moment the car seems to be driving fine, but there are a few issues. There's also an issue when driving in turns, sharp turns and roundabout. It starts to rattle in some parts of the car. I love these rims, by the way. Like, every time I look at them, you can see that it sticks out with the S3 front wing, because it's more wider than the stock ones. And even the rear wheels is so fat, and the car does grip, like, don't get me wrong. I've also stuck a GoPro here so we can get some flames in the night time. So we'll see how that goes. But all in all, you know, the love for this car is increasing so much. Like how the car's performing, how it's boosting. It's so much of a good car, and these lights as well look so good. I still gotta get the app, because you could change the colour on these, and also with the indicator the light actually shows up. I'll actually show you guys right now. It's such a cool thing to have. So indicate right, check this out. Ain't that pretty sick? And look at this, such a modern look. £1,000 car, and it can do what 2020 plate cars do. I'm not being over drastic about it, but come on, that's pretty cool mod, that is. So yeah, anyways, right, so let's stick to the plan. We're going to do some highway pulls. We're going to see how the car performs from the previous video, because again, I don't have huge knowledge about this car, but only through the comments and people sharing their knowledge and experience with these cars is helping me out. So anyways, enough with the talking, let's get onto the road. Lovely jubbly. Bismillah. By the way, if you guys are watching this, if you are a fan of night POV drives, drop a comment down below, because obviously the quality is not the best in the daylight time, but in the night time I just feel like I like driving in the night, because growing up as a kid I've always loved watching the Japanese midnight runs, the tow runs, and it's just so beautiful. Like, have a lot of race cars at night time doing highway races. It's called Midnight Maximum Tune, midnight runs, and it's been a thing to watch since I was a kid, and I like that sort of thing. Let's do a nice pull right now. Roads are looking good. Let's get straight. Let's go. Third gear pull, yeah, 3000 RPM. Watch how the instant go. See how the revs like going fast before like I'm putting the power down. That could be the diverter valve or recirculating valve that needs to be changed. Oh, it's over boosting, so we don't even know yet. a lot of power in it. The way you just said, like Ryan's car, it feels planted, but it does feel like there's so much more torque to give. So say, look, third gear, control it. See that? I know it's over boosting, but I'm trying to modulate the throttle. Let's do a bit of second gear.
What are you saying, bro?
I didn't expect that. I didn't want the smoke. See what car it is. It's debadged. It's a right sleeper this car is, isn't it? She's still got it, she has. So you can see like the car is performing pretty good, even though like the last couple of days, like the way the car's been doing, like ever since we fixed it, it's been on and off. It's very intermittent. The problem is like it kicks in well, sometimes it hesitates, but you know, it's always been strong. Right, like we go pulling bars, it's pretty good, isn't it? And if I go into fourth gear, see how the car pulls now in fourth gear. Because honestly, it does slip, the clutch does for fifth gear. It's going. Fifth gear pull. I'm gonna have to do a health check, so I'll get the car on the ramps and have a look at the car on the underbody, the suspension, the control arms, and the diff and everything else, even the brakes. The brakes are a bit funny on this car. There's a lot of things with this car that needs to be checked out, which I never had a chance to do so. But again, so drop a comment down below on what you guys think that I should be checking on this car. Now that we know that the car is boosting and it's doing its business. I know a few people mentioned the recirculating valve. Some people mentioned about blocking the pipe that's missing on the catch can. Some people mentioned to get bigger pipes for the catch can, and some people mentioned get a new N75 valve. You know, sorry, the boost valve. Anything else, because it's not normal. It doesn't normally supposed to sound like that, and the turbo chatter, the way it chatters, it's very slow, and it could be the recirculating valve that is being pushed back into the turbo, causing the chatter sound, and that's not supposed to be there apparently. So we'll have to get down to that. So there are quite a few issues in the health check that I need to do. The engine management light is still on, so I need to do the MAF sensor fuse check, because the fuse is all the pins are not there. You can see in the previous video, the traction lights on, the airbag lights on. So you know, we need to get to the bottom of that. Anyway. But yeah, I do love this car, man. This car is so fast. Oh man, the way that it just, the power instantly comes in. I remember a few people mentioning about the KO3. This, I reckon, it's a hybrid KO3S, but we still don't know yet. But this turbo with the KO3s, the turbo kicks in so instant. Like even at just below 2000 RPM, the turbo just kicks in, and that's very famous with the KO3 turbos. And I think this is the reason why people love this car. Well, back the era of this car, it was such a, you know, lovable car. It was a fun car to drive, and I see that it is a really fun car to drive. And you know, and I think people need to bring this car back. You know, these new cars, they're just not the same like the old cars. It's not fun like the old cars. You know, all the computer does everything. With this, it's just me and the driver. A bit like the Skyline. There's no help. The car you have to control the car, let the car controlling you. Yeah, if you get what I'm saying. But apart from that, you know, the car's only fine. Still sounds absolutely beautiful. There's a bit hesitation there. You seen that? She goes. All straights, man. This car's all straights. So good. We'll have to try this car in the bends and the roundabouts to see how this car performs, because like I said, when I'm turning, the joints and the control arm of the bushes, it rattles so much, this car does. And the drive of this car in the bends is not the best. It's only good in the straights. And I need to get these coilovers checked. We'll go around the roundabout and I'll show you guys what I'm trying to say with how this car is. The window doesn't work in this one, but so if I'm driving now, I'm turning now. It's that noise. Everything just rattles in this car. I don't know what it is. If I turn again, so I can hear the colour of the suspensions. If you guys can hear that. The car seems to be drinking a lot of petrol every time I'm boosting the car. So again, whether that's to do with the mapping issue or the turbo being over boosting, I'm not sure, but it is wasting a lot of petrol, and it's only a 1.8 litre engine, so that's definitely not normal. I'm putting V power in there as well, so obviously that increases brake horsepower. If you guys don't know about that cheeky little boost. Okay, so that's it. Let's go back in the car. So that was £20 V power, and that gives me 150 miles range. It honestly, it does not last that long. We need to get that piped up back to the recirculating valve, well, introduction, sorry. But apart from that, so far so good. So again, yeah, so like I said guys, drop a comment down below and tell me what you think, and we'll get to the bottom of this, and yeah, God bless everybody, and see you in the next video. Peace.